Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? This is Ladybug, and I am sitting here working on the Jesus portrait, and I thought I would make a quick video. I hope you can hear me because I don't have my headset on, but what we're working on is this one little corner right in here, but get this out of the way. I got done with all of this right here yesterday. And so we're working on this other square right here. Okay. And I'm still using my vacuum pen, and it's doing a very, very good job. And so you'll have to excuse me if I keep bumping you. I don't mean to. What it is the foot of the tripod is right next to where my foot is sitting. So hopefully I don't wiggle you around too much. Okay. It is 4:34 in the afternoon, and it is 84 degrees so far. And so we're hiding in the bedroom to get away from the heat, because it's just flat too hot to really do anything. I got my prescriptions are put in, so I have to go get them tomorrow. And then but then in the meantime, I got my groceries in this morning, and I got all those put away. And so when the heat alleviates a little bit, I'm going to take and put a load of laundry in a washer and wash a few clothes here. And then I think that's going to be it for me today. Like I said on the last video, I have got a massive toothache that's giving me the fits. So I've got to wait until Monday and see if I can find a good dentist and see if they'll take my insurance, and then also pull a couple of teeth, because I think I've got at least 2 that need to go. But we will see if they'll take my insurance. If not, then I'll have to wait a couple of weeks, and when my paycheck comes in again, then I'll be able to have them pulled. Because right now I don't have that much cash flow. After paying the bills and paying the rent and other stuff, I'm not broke, but I don't think I've got enough to cover pulling a couple of teeth. Oops, sorry about that. And so what I'm working on is the number 3, and it's kind of scattered all over the place. So hang on, I'm gonna turn this. Okay. Yeah, what I'm using my magnifying glass thing, and it's a light at the same time. And it makes it a little bit easier on my eyes, because with my jaw hurting, and then trying to look at the light board behind the diamond painting is just a little bit too much for my eyeballs and my head. So I am kind of doing it the old-fashioned way. I do love this painting. It's a beautiful painting. And I was watching a video this morning, and I think her channel is called, she's on YouTube, and I believe her channel is called Christy C. Okay? And she was showing how she took an artist, a blank artist panel that you use for painting, and she proceeded to put two of them together and made a frame for a Diamond Art Club painting that she has finished and she wanted to hang up. And so she was showing how she did it. And it was really interesting, and it looked so easy. And so what she did is she mounted a diamond painting onto this artist's canvas, and then proceeded to put the two canvases together, and then you know, put the use some of that spray adhesive on the canvas, and then set her diamond painting, you know, centered it and got it all there. So it, and then proceeded to staple the painting to the artist's canvas, the frame. And she showed her how she did it. It looked so easy, and I thought, wow, I'm gonna have to do work on doing that. And looking to see if there's any more threes. Yep, there's one right there. And but anyway, I was thinking about, you know, giving that a try on some of these big ones that I've got, especially the Diamond Art Club ones that I want to hang up. And what she did is, once she got it attached to the canvas frame, then what she did is she put a sealant over it. She used that Minwax, and she put a light coat of sealant on it. And then once it was dry, she hung it up. And she did a really good job for an amateur. She didn't do bad at all. It turned out looked almost like a professional. So her name is Christy with a C, and then and it's called Christy C. It's, you know, and look her up on YouTube, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I tried to share the video, but unfortunately I didn't know what I was doing, so anyhow, so I just tell you, how about that? And so I watched that this morning. Let's set this down. And then I watched DJ's video. Watched hers. What else did I do? Because I didn't get to bed until about 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning. And then I was back up about 9:30, 10 o'clock in order to get my delivery in from Walmart. And then by that time and got everything put away, it was about 11:30, and I was exhausted. I was so tired. So I went and let's see, it's number 19. I went and laid back down, and so I got up again. It was about 12:30, 1:45. I was bored. I didn't get hardly any sleep last night. When your mouth hurts and your whole head hurts, it's a little hard to get any sleep. So, anyhow. Yeah, I skipped watching the live last night. I just wasn't up to it last night. And the problem is I can't take any medication, like an aspirin or Advil or anything like that, because my doctor has told me to stay away from those pain medications, if at all possible. Try to avoid taking them. So I haven't been taking any. The only thing that's getting me through is I'll take one of those gel cap from Advil, and I split it, and I take the gel stuff that's inside of it, and with like a swab, ear swab or whatever, I take and dab that gel on and around those teeth that are hurting so much, and that helps. And it's good for about, if I don't eat anything, don't get anything in the tooth itself, it's good for about 6 or 7 hours, being pain-free. Or let's put it that way, not completely pain-free, but tolerable. Let's put it that way. And but I can't take the Advil and take it and put it in my stomach and let it run through my liver and my kidneys. So that's the next best thing. And I do that at about every 6 hours or so, when it starts getting to where I'm miserable because I'm hurting so much. Then I'll take and I'll do it again, but I only do it like once, maybe twice a day, if that. So it does help. I know it sounds crazy, but it does help. this morning, and as soon as I opened the door to get my groceries that were delivered, both girls, Lily and Frankie, both were out the door and out in the yard. I said, okay. They like being outside. They pretty much stay close to the house, and they don't wander off. So that's a good thing. And so I'm not having to put them on a leash too much anymore. And my new umbrella is supposed to be here on the 16th. And so that way I've got shade out there on the porch, because I don't have a covered porch. It's just it's just basically an open deck. And so what I do is I keep one of these big patio umbrellas up there. That way I can open it up and it gives me some shade, because I can't sit out in the sunshine. But anyway, and then my daughter's getting ready to set up her canopy to where it's over the grill. So we got this electric grill, and so she's going to put the canopy over the top of that, and that way when she's out there cooking or whatever, she's got some shade. Because we don't have any trees. They come in about 2 months ago and cut down our one and only tree. So we have to, make do and try, finagle around and come up with a way of getting some shade. And so she's got this big old canopy thing, and she's going to set that up. And then I've got the umbrella on top of the porch. So that'll give us some shade anyway. And I'm afraid this summer is going to be a miserable summer. It's just going to be flat out hot this summer. And we spend a lot of time outdoors. We don't, if it's at all possible and the weather's not too bad, we'll stay outside most of the time. We sit out on the porch and, do whatever. And we do our cooking out there. And we got a griddle. And we also got a barbecue grill. And in the summertime, we use that a lot. And if it's raining and you can't use them, then we're using the air fryer, or we're using the Instapot. I mean, we don't hardly ever use the stove. I mean, we do, but not as often as we do in the wintertime, let's put it that way. And so yeah, I'm still drinking on my one and only cup of coffee still. But anyhow, I'm enjoying working on this particular painting, and so we'll just work on it for a while. Like I said, it's got some confetti, but not a whole lot. But it does have patches of solid colors, and color blocking. Sorry about that. Went completely blank. And it's got small patches of color blocking, you know, with very little in the way of confetti, which I really do like that. And so anyway, yeah, I watched Miss Linda this morning too. She was working on that one from Philo that she got. Yeah. And so yeah, I ordered a whole bunch of potato soup. So that way I've got something to eat. So I got potato soup, I got chicken noodle, I've got cream of wheat. Right, these are things that I don't have to chew. Alright. And so, ouch. And that looks pretty good. It's coming right along. Yeah, that's what I had to do this morning. I had to order a bunch of I got 8 cans of creamy potato soup. I've got 4 cans of chicken noodle, regular chicken noodle. And then I got 4 cans of cream of chicken. And then I got a couple of packages of the little soft rolls that I can eat with the soup. I can dunk it in the soup and soften the bread. And that's what I'm going to be eating for the next few days until I can get to a dentist. Unfortunately, that stuff doesn't stick with you if you let it very long. Well, we're looking pretty good. We're getting there. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I've got the camera up on a tripod because that other holder just it doesn't give me the right angle that I need. And so I've been using the tripod instead. Yeah, I was listening to this one, or trying to listen to this one video, and their volume was so low that I couldn't even hear it. That's how low it was. And so I had to, and literally had to dig out my Savior. This is a little tiny speaker, and I've got it paired up with my computer as well as my phone, and that way, if I need it, I can use it. And then on top of that, then I've also got my headset as well. And I just didn't dig them out. I got them hooked up charging. And so, upside down as usual. Yeah, because some of these videos, you turn them on and their volume is so low, and you turn it way up and you still can't hear it. And so I end up having to either use my headset or I have to use this little speaker that I got. We got 25 minutes, okay. I uploaded a video late last night or early this morning, and it loaded right up, no problem. So I don't know. Yeah, I scheduled it to be loaded at 3 a.m., 3:30 this morning. So I'll probably do the same with this one. You know, when everybody's at work or in bed asleep. I'll just set it up to where it'll load at about 3:30 in the morning. That's looking pretty good. We're getting there. It's like I said, it's got like a long river of color blocking. Okay. And I know you can hear like a humming in the background. Unfortunately, that is my fan that's running. And my fan helps to move the air conditioning around the room. So I can't turn it off. We're going to finish off these R's, and then I think we'll bring this video to a close. And so it's not going to be a real long one. I try to keep it no more than about 45 minutes to an hour if I can. Yeah, because I know a lot of folks like these long videos. Some don't, but a lot of them do. So I try to do mine about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and then I try to cut it short right there. And that way I don't have so much trouble getting it to load. Because that one I had that took me, what was it, 24 hours or whatever to get it to upload. That one was over an hour long. And so I'm sure that's probably one of the reasons why I had so much trouble out of it. And so I'm going to try to keep my videos to no more than about 45, 50 minutes at the maximum. Yeah, I thought about, going off and going to Five Below, and I thought about it, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it. My daughter worked 2 weekends in a row, right? She did 6 days last week and 6 days the week before. And so I went, nope, we're going to stay home and we're going to let this gal rest a little bit. And so we're not planning on going anywhere. I'm just going to hang out. She has to go get her groceries tomorrow. And so she's going to swing by and pick up my prescriptions for me while she's out grocery shopping. Other than that, we're not going anywhere. She wants to get a few things done here around the house and get some laundry done and things that she has had to slide because she had to work 2 weekends in a row. And so she's not, like she said, she's not planning on going anywhere. And I wasn't going to even have the gall to even ask her. No way. She's had 2 days off in 2 weeks. And I'm going, no. So I plan on just staying home and staying in where it's cool and just do some diamond painting. This is coming along really quick. Trying to get all the R's, and then I'll switch to something else. Because now that I've gotten most of them, that's color blocking. I caught my pen. Now I'm picking up the ones that are scattered around. Sorry about that. There's one right there. So like I said, they're kind of scattered, so you have to hunt for them. And I think we may have covered them all. I think. Okay, I think we do. We got them. If not, we'll come back and get it later. Okay, let me set this aside. Over that. There we go. Yeah, every now and then they spill. No big deal. What's next? What have we got time for? Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Let's do number 8. Yeah. It's another gray. Yeah. Get over there. One thing I do like about this pen is you don't have to worry about wax. That's the advantage. Then on top of that, you don't have to push real hard to get it to stick. You know? I like that idea. Yep. But yeah, I was being lazy today, boy. I tell you what, I got up, got my groceries, and then I turned around and went right back to bed. I've been lazy today. So, and yeah, I missed some threes right there. I missed 3 of them right there. So, I'll have to come back and get them here in a minute. Yeah, I watched Miss Southern Belle. She was out shopping at Dollar Tree the other day. So I watched her video. Yeah, she was buying all kinds of stuff. Yep. And so I like watching her videos when she goes shopping. It's kind of fun. Yep, let her do the walking. Yeah, she found a few diamond paintings at Dollar Tree, but not many. But the Dollar Tree she went to is really clean and very well organized. You know, the one we had here, you know, it's messy. It's got stuff laying everywhere, and it's not very well organized at all. Now, I might go with my daughter tomorrow, seeing as she's going to Walmart, and she can drop me off at the Dollar Tree, and when she's done, she can meet me over there, and I might just wander around the Dollar Tree for a little while. Haven't been there in a long time. Depends on how I feel tomorrow. Alright, that's one way to do it. I've been having trouble with my control of my hands and stuff. And I'll go to shake something and it end up making a heck of a mess, which is not a good thing. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of leftover drills from other projects, and I got a lot of those special drills, of special sizes and shapes, and I don't know what to do with them. And I was watching Miss Southern Belle, and she ran across some little wooden things, you know, little container things. They're about this big and they're made out of wood. And I thought I could get some of that spray-on adhesive and then attach some of those leftover drills and stuff to that little container. and kind of make like a little tiny jewelry box kind of thing. So it's an idea, it's a thought, because I've got tons of those things left over from other projects, and I don't know what to do with them. Because I've got a bunch of them left over from when I did that cross with the pearls. I've got a whole bunch of them left over from that. And then I've got some crystals that from diamond paintings that are, the partials and stuff. And they have these big crystals. And so I was thinking maybe figuring out a way to decorate little containers or something and have them to keep jewelry in, or my rings in, or something like that. And use up some of those leftover drills that I've got. But we'll see. I used to save all of my drills from all of my canvases, but I don't do that anymore. The only ones I save now are the ones that are coming from the Diamond Art Club, and anything that has like the Aurora Borealis, the ABs, or the fairy dust. I'll save those. But the ones that you have from like Temu, and the ones that are what they call budget friendly, that just has your straight regular drills. And no, I don't. I've stopped saving those. Anyhow, yeah, I'd like to go to the Dollar Tree and check out their craft area, see what they got. And that's just right there down the road from where we live, compared to having to drive all the way into the city and go to the Five Below. I just don't want to have to drive that far. So, the only way I'm going to go that distance is if my daughter wants to go. If she doesn't want to go, I'm not gonna. If she doesn't suggest it, then I'm not gonna say anything. Because she's got things she wants to get done, and plus, with her only having 2 days and 14 off. No, I'm not going to ask her. No way. Alright, just about got all the 8s. Okay. Got a few up here. And then we're done with these 8s. I saw another one. Oh, there it is. Well, I thought I saw another one. There's another one. Oh, darn. Alrighty, I think we got them all. Nope, found another one. Found another one. Hiding right there. Okay, I think we got them. But as you can see, this part is going really, really fast. I mean, we've only been at it for like 44 minutes. And it's just going right, I mean, it's covering up that one square fast. Yeah. So we're doing all right. Alrighty, well, we're gonna bring it to a close because we're at 45 minutes. So we're just gonna close this down for now, and I'll keep working on it, but it'll be off camera. But that looks pretty good so far. Yeah. Let's see if I can bring you in a little closer. Let's see. Let me move this out up. No, I'm gonna have to move it this way. Bring it down. Yeah. And we worked all in through here. Alright. Oh, we got the G's going here. And I got some A's. But isn't that pretty? I love the color combo in here. The combination of colors. I really do like that. Okay, well listen, we're going to get off here. So God bless you. God keep you. Love one another. And as Jesus loves you. And be sure to pray for one another, because we definitely need that. And y'all take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you on the next video, okay? All right. Bye-bye.